Bro, I'm going to keep it a buck. This game needs some sort of freaking award.
All shall be swept away by the winds at the story's end.
Like a Game of the Year award of some sort, not like literally like a Game of the Year award, but in some sort of genre, whether that's like Gotcha Game of the Year or something like that, bro. It needs it because 2.4 has done the same thing that 2.0 did when it raised the freaking bar on everything in this genre, y'all. It is absolutely freaking ridiculous, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Wuthering Waves, of Kuro games being so dang good. It's atrocious. It's weird. It's honestly uncomfortable. It makes me feel uncomfortable because the game's too good. It shouldn't be that good as a gotcha game. It shouldn't even be that good. I don't even know if I call it a gotcha game anymore. Because, I mean, everything's so easy to get anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's built for the people. It's built for the people. Level 100% weapon banner, bro. It's built for the people. Hey, but first, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps out tremendously. Thank you very much. So yesterday, we finished the 2.4 story. And, dude, I just gotta say, that thing was just off the charts, off the bang bang, off the boom boom. The 2.4 story, if you remember 2.1, excuse me, if you remember 2.0, 2.0 is when we came to Laguna. You know, it was a fresh new region, Renacida, and we came here. And the delivery of that story, remember, it was a marvel. There were so many good reviews on it. People were like, holy smokes, this thing is pure cinema. This thing is freaking Game of the Year criteria, you know, with the story here. That was the exact same thing with 2.4. Just when I thought that 2.0 was really where they set it and it would be really hard to raise that bar, they freaking raised that bar. 2.4, the delivery of this thing was absolutely phenomenal. From the minute you get to this vast new region here in Renacida, this is Renacida right here, for those wondering. Keep in mind, this is Renacida. This is Septimont, okay? This is just the 2.4 map. We're supposed to get another map in 2.5, I think. Which is ridiculous. Dude, they be dropping maps like left and right. I don't even know how they do it. I don't know what type of sorcery they're doing to be able to drop maps like these so frequently. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. But nonetheless, this is Renacida. This is Septimont, dude. Look at the size of this thing. And then this was the map in the very first when we first came here. This was this map right here. Bro, this was the original map when we first came in 2.0. Dude, this is the same size, if not bigger, bruv. If not, this is bigger than the 2.0 map. Like, bro. It's like, bro. The areas are massive here and they're freaking covered in the most rich freaking sunny side of Philadelphia. Cream cheese delivering sweetness that makes your mouth tingle and be like, wow, this game is freaking amazing. That's how this makes you feel. That's how 2.4 story makes you feel.
Stop your performance, Jester.
Now, the 2.4 main story is divided within the first half, and then the second half comes next week when we get Lupa, the Lupa character. She releases, and then we get the second half of the 2.4 story. But bro, this story, this first half that we got right now, this main story, the delivery is pure freaking cinema. From the minute you step into Septimont, you flying through the clouds, bro. You come from Laguna, and you're flying through the clouds, and the clouds part, and then you see this big city, Septimont. You're like, Septimont, right in your face. You know what I'm saying? You get there, and then everything's kind of uncovered. It's like this whole thing, it jumps right into, because you're playing your character, and then it immediately splits to her, because she came here before, you come here looking for her. So then it splits to like this whole epic thing with her. We're like, it's like there's two things happening at once, and that's actually what the story is. But the way that they do it is so seamless. Like, you're just like, okay, come in here, I'm my character, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're playing her. You're like in this completely random different place, and you're like, oh, what's going on here? So there's two stories taking place at one time. And it's freaking so good how it is pieced together. The whole travels of when you meet Lupa, the whole tournament system that you're doing, like the Coliseum, the Limbus. It's like a Coliseum there. So there's the gladiators and everything going at it. In the way that it is freaking presented, the way it is executed, the way the characters are built, the way everything forms together, the way the music is played, the way the cadence is built, the way the designs are here, the way this map just flobbity flibbles everywhere. It is absolutely pure gosh darn cinema, yo. I cannot emphasize enough. I'm not even trying to glaze this right now, y'all. I'm not trying to glaze this. I'm not some WuWa shield. Don't get me wrong. The game has proven its work. Don't get me wrong. Also, I made a video when 2.4 came out talking about how they really goofed up on the optimization. However, Kuro Games is very good. They have proven that in 1.0 when the game first came out on handling, optimizations fairly quickly. Whenever there's issues in the game, they tend to handle these things fairly freaking quickly because they understand the importance of making things right. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. I applaud them on it. And that's really not much of an issue now. They kind of fix all that stuff up for the most part, unless you're a lower end device. But nonetheless, this magnificent city is where all of this takes fold. And down here is the big old Coliseum Olympus down here where you will fight a whole bunch of matches. You see this place. Look at this place. It's just crazy looking. Absolutely crazy looking. These little blocks usually aren't there. I guess it's like, okay, well, you can't use it now. There's no match going on, so you can't use it right now. Usually these are flat. But nonetheless, this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. I just had to speak on 2.4 because the delivery of this story really made me just lean back in my seat and go, bro, what is this magic that's happening right now?
What is it?
You're radiating worry.
If it's about tomorrow's final, maybe you should relax a bit.
Doesn't even make sense how this magic is occurring. The cutscenes are absolute cinema, y'all. Cutscenes are absolute cinema. And the way everything is pieced together, it's just pieced together so well. The development, the character development, how you meet Lupa, this backstory behind Lupa, the backstory behind the whole event, the Aegon event, which is like where it's like the Olympics of Gladiators, so it happens every 4 years. The whole thing is pure, absolute cinema. I cannot stress enough how amazing this is. So honestly, I just want to just make something here, give it the appreciation that it freaking needs and that it deserves. Because some people will not want to give it to it. Some people might be like, oh, well, it's not Genshin Impact. It's not, don't get me wrong. You know, Genshin Impact isn't terrible, but Wuthering Waves has proven that Wuthering Waves is setting the bar. But quite frankly, if you look at them both one-to-one, you know, like for the trajectory that they have or that they have ever had, Wuthering Waves is the better game. I've said this before, and don't get me wrong, I've played Genshin since release. I still play every day. I get on every day and play it. But Wuthering Waves, the freaking, just the love that goes into it, the thought that goes into it, the way they make the character development happen, the way they're able to build the cadence in these, like when the music comes on, dude. I'm a big music person. Okay, I used to perform live. I used to make music. You know what I'm saying? I used to produce music, all different types of music, whether that's R&B, rap, hip hop, classical, jazz, metal, rock, heavy metal. You know, emo, alternative. It doesn't matter. Country. Salsa, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm joking too. Look, bro, I used to dip into everything. But so I really appreciate music. And I cannot emphasize enough, y'all. Like, this might be hard for y'all to fully understand unless you're a music person. But the way that they implement the music in this game is pure mastery.
Sorry. Lend me your shoulder for a moment. I'm a bit tired.
Go ahead.
Such good details in the character design stick. See, like, do that gentle piano playing during that whole scene. See, they do a great job at building the cadence, bro. It's just, wow. Like, when it happens, during the scenes that it happens in, and the choices of music that they choose to build the scenes, it is pure cinema mastery. Like, not even exaggerating, y'all. And then it's crazy too, because like there's a lot of lyric songs in here, so songs that have vocals, not just instrumentals. And they find ways to throw them in when you least expect them. They're like scattered about the game, like they're everywhere.
Just stepping into the arena makes me feel happy. But here, I can't treat it like a hobby.
Music, bro. The music.
And
it's killing me.
Oh, I want to be seen.
So well.
To hear them cheer for me.
Well, a lot of times, it's just, instrumentals and stuff in games. But in here, there's a lot of vocal songs as well that really build the energy, the cadence, everything going on there. And it's just amazing how they're able to continuously do this. I thought 2.0 was absolutely, it was baffling. It really set the bar for all games in this genre. It really put Wuthering Waves above anything and everything else. Like, everything else just became irrelevant when 2.0 came out. 2.0 was like a punch to the whole industry by Kuro Games when it comes to Wuthering Waves. And it was hard to imagine that they could punch again like that. And they did with 2.4. And this is just the first half of the main story. Like I said, we get the second half next week. But this first half of this main story and how it was presented, how it was executed, was absolutely baffling, yo. I'm talking pure cinema. I'm talking one of the best things. It amazes me. Y'all see what I'm talking? It amazes me. And I just have to give the appreciation for it. So let me know what you think about the whole main story, 2.4. Let me know how you're feeling about WuWa. Let me know about all that. Because do you agree? Do you agree with how incredible this is? And I hope that you play with the music on. I like games I don't play with the music on. Wuthering Waves is one of those exceptions. I play with the music on, especially if I'm doing a story, of course, because they do a phenomenal job with the music and building and the cadence. Other games don't really do that too well. It's just like, oh, okay, there's some music playing. Whoop-de-doo, music playing. It doesn't really build things. It doesn't go with the thing. It doesn't, help to make the scene more powerful. You feel me? But nonetheless, y'all can see I'm excited. So let me stop here because y'all can see that I'll probably keep going here for a while, which I'm not going to waste too much more of your time. So let me know down in the comments below what you think. Be sure to like, subscribe, y'all. It helps out tremendously. Check out all my other videos. Of course, we'll have a Lupa guide coming out next week. Remember, my guys are the top tier, top of the crop. Of course, I'm just not some really big, 20 million follower YouTuber. So, of course, I don't have that exposure. But you can always expect my guys to be the best quality and the best delivery, hands down, guaranteed. So be sure to check out my Lupa guide. We should be trying to get that out next week once the character is released, because I like to test with all different types of things. You can't do that. All these little beta people can't do that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because you get the beta version. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the beta version. But nonetheless, I like to test things fully for everyone and dive into these things in a full scope. So that way you can see different teams, not just meta teams, but everything. You can fully understand the character. And I deliver it to you the same way I deliver this to you with 2.4. You know what that is? With heart and with love. And make sure you understand the power of it. The power of one begins with believing. It starts in the heart and flows through the soul. And what's it do? It changes the world. Imagine how that will be. All right, anyways, be sure to like, subscribe. See y'all later. Spike to content.